Southwest 1809, Seattle Charlie, cross runway 16 left, runway 16 center, line of weight, tactical cross.
That's Charlie, cross 16 left, line of weight, 16 center.
United 339, Seattle Tower, traffic will hold in position on the center at Papa, cross runway 16 center, cross runway 16 left, contact ground point 7 on Bravo.
We're clear to cross, so 16 center, 16 left.
Sky 3372, contact departure getting.
Approach U2, Sky 3372.
Horizon 2181, Seattle Tower, Charlie, cross runway 16 left.
Cross 16 left, Horizon 21.
Southwest 1809, wind 2703, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
Taking off 16 center, Southwest 1809.
Horizon 2181, runway 16 center, line of point. Horizon 2181, wind 2703, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
16 pickup, right.
Southwest 1809, contact departure getting.
So on, Southwest 1809.
Delta 1163, Seattle Tower, Charlie, cross runway 16 left, runway 16 center, line of weight.
Alaska 60, Seattle Coast low, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, Alaska 60.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Horizon 2181, amend your altitude, maintain 2,000 for just a minute.
2,000, Horizon 2181. Seattle, Alaska 1011, 10,000 for 8,000.
Alaska 1011, Seattle First Load, descend and maintain
2181,
5,000.
thanks, maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain
Anything
5,000.
contact departure. Have a good day.
7,000 over to departure. Have a great day, Horizon 2181.
Delta 1163, wind 2504, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 16 Delta 1163.
Alaska 60, descend and 5, discretion, maintain 3,000.
3,000, Alaska 60.
Alaska 1011, you're 15 miles from Agony, cross Agony at about 5,000, start Dallas, and I want to right approach.
Cross Agony, enter above 5,000, cleared the ILS, 16 right approach, Alaska 1011.
678 Zero Tower Charlie, cross 16 left, runway 16 center, line of point.
Okay, Charlie, cross 16 west, 16 center, line away, Delta 830.
South 1163, contact 5 Kitty.
South 1163, good day.
Delta 79, wind 204,
Good morning, approach Alaska
runway 16 center, clear for
7000,
takeoff.
descending 7000, direct,
Alaska 7, Seattle approach, destination 17 miles from Agony, cross Agony at about 5,000, clear Dallas, 16 right approach.
Agony at about 5000, clear ILS, runway 16 right, Alaska 7.
Alaska 60, 9 miles from Finca, turn right heading 140, maintain 3,000 till stops on the local Alaska, clear Dallas, 16 right approach.
140, 3000 till established, clear ILS 16 right, Alaska 60.
Afternoon, everyone. Done a little
FedEx
FedEx ops today. I fly some FedEx this afternoon and then this evening. I don't know, maybe like 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to fly my King Air out of the brand new Orbix. What's it called? Key West. So if anybody wants to see the new Key West, I'll be showcasing that tonight on VATSIM because Miami Dade will have controllers on.
7,000 direct taxi.
Resident 2743, Scott approach low, and 23 miles from Agony, cross Agony at or above 5,000, clear Dallas, 16 right approach.
Agony at or above 5,000, clear ILS 16 right, 2743.
All right, let's get things going. Pallets, 2,200 cargo fuel. We're doing 24. Zero fuel weight, match the sim brief 298 2. Get that loading. Okay.
Alaska 1011, maintain 170 knots or greater to Finca, contact targeting.
170 or better to Finca, going to Tower, Alaska 1011.
Delta 2201, Zero Tower, do you want to depart the left or do you want to stick to the center? Zero Tower, Charlie, cross 16 left, runway 16 center, line of point.
Cross 16 left on Charlie, 16 center, line up and wait, Delta 2201.
85 hydraulic quantity, so we're good there.
765, Zero Tower, Charlie, cross runway 16 left.
Flying the FMC.
See left in November, hold short, runway 16.
So we are at E U G reference. This is GPS, so that's close. So we're going to use the GPS. And get that aligning. Knock out a fire test. So we got those are facing up. That's facing to the left. So that's all correct. fire drill.
7.2 descending via.
Has 2951, set approach load, maintain 3,200.
32 up, 2951. I'm going to final today.
Has 2951 inside agony.
Sweet.
Alright, yaw dampers. Hydros. Emergency lights. Auto. Windshield heat. Seattle's 430 feet MSL. Go to Auto 1. I have no idea what the difference is between Auto 2 and Auto 1. Alright, we're jamming. We are jamming. Come over here, grab our information for the flight. So I'm loading 24,000 of fuel, 0 fuel weight, 298.2. Altimeter 30.47. Current with uniform. We'll check that here. Seattle's landing north. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to follow PilotEdge, which will be the portal to Battleground Hawk 7 arrival. FedEx for heavy. Slant Lima 280. So all that looks good. And we got ATIS 125.22.
Temperature 3, dew point 2, altimeter 3047, arriving and departing runways 34 left, 34 right, Arnav runway 34 left and runway 34 right approach and use, simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions, advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Errol
18.9 for tower, ground 121.7 for Eugene. Okay. So altimeter, it's 3047. Altitude is 373, so that's within the allowed difference, which is roughly 75. Alright, altimeter should have 24 in gas. We are loaded. We can remove stairs, LSU, fuel truck, de-ice, loader unit, and close all. And I'm gonna check my map, make sure. Oh, I'm like the only one online. That's funny. Should have no problem getting a clearance. Afternoon, Eugene ground, FedEx 3171 heavy at the cargo with uniform IFR Seattle. I think I signed in to PilotEdge. Gizmo, what's up, bud? How are you doing this afternoon or
FedEx
evening?
3171.
You'd cut out, I caught a portion of what you said, FedEx 3171.
FedEx 3171 heavy, sorry about that. Yeah, I started getting feedback. I do have your request stand by.
Roger, is the feedback on my end?
Negative, I was hearing it back on.
Oh, roger that. What do you, let me see, listen to you. Oh, I asked what you're up to today, and you say listening to you. I can't show you anymore. I can't see you anymore. Yeah, we discussed that yesterday. I'm just taking a break from the camera. I feel more comfortable, honestly, without it. Ginnigans, hey bud. How are you? But yeah, the camera is just, I don't think...
FedEx 3171 heavy, clear to Seattle Tacoma International Airport, Eugene 1 departure to Eugene. As filed, maintain 9,000. Expect level 280, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 4711.
Cleared the Seattle via Eugene 1 departure. Eugene, then is filed, I assume, Eugene to Battleground, then Hawk 7. Climb maintain 9,000, expect 280, 10 minutes after. Departure 119.6, squawk 4711, FedEx 3171 heavy.
FedEx 3171 heavy, reback is correct, and just after Eugene I just said did as filed, so everything you filed would be your clearance, included in the clearance. Expect runway 34 left, advisory taxi, or contact ground for taxi.
Okay, I understand now. And I'll plan 34 left, and I'll advise ready to taxi, FedEx 3171 heavy, thanks. I thought she changed my flight plan. She did, in the fact that she only added Eugene to the flight plan. So what is that? Does it have VOR? EUG? Okay. So add EUG to the flight plan. And Ginnigan says he's doing good. So yeah, I'm just taking a break from the camera. Ginnigans, I don't know if you were here yesterday when I was telling people that. I don't like my camera. It's a piece of junk. It's only $20. The lighting in my office is horrible. I have it real dark on purpose, just so I can see my monitors better because my vision's not that great to begin with. And you know, it's only like a $15, $20 camera. So one day I might go back, but I don't even like having my picture taken. So to have a camera pointing at me the entire time it's actually very unnerving. I've been pushing through it for months. The only reason I got the camera was because one of the other streamers, I think it was John Fly, told me that most people prefer people that have cameras. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I went and I bought the $20 junk camera just to give it a try. And honestly, looking at my you know, the people that follow and activity and channel activity, I had more activity and my channel grew faster without the camera. So I think because the camera is such low quality, it's not like HD like all the other streamers have really good cameras. Um, and plus I feel more comfortable without the camera. I'm not animated. That was the other main issue is like someone, Das was here yesterday. He was like, you know, Cat Strader is very animated. And I'm like, exactly. He's a great streamer. I'm not like him. I'm not like Citation Max, but I can hold a conversation. So I can do that without the camera. Um, you know, and there's a lot of streams that I do, especially in the evenings, to where I'd have like 2 or 3 people tuning into the stream, but they're not talking, and that's perfectly fine. I don't mind people just hanging out, and not everybody wants to chat. And so it's like that's even more of a reason not to have a camera, because when I have a camera on me and I have only 2 people in channel, but they're not chatting, um, because of the camera, I feel obligated to talk the entire time, which is fine. But like last night, I did a flight without the camera. I had like 2 or 3 people, and I just kind of relaxed. You know, I talked, and when someone would drop in and say hi, I'd say hi back. So for a little while, I'm gonna give this a few weeks, see what happens. See if I lose followers or if I gain more followers. I've already had 2 people follow um, without the camera in the last couple days. So it's kind of like a test. So I think the camera works when people have high quality cameras, but my camera sucks. So, oh, I hear, I think this guy's starting. I guess he's taking off. He's either taking off or he's taxiing very fast. Here he goes. And that dude's off to, he's going to Denver. He took off the wrong way. Okay. You engage well. You don't have to be max. Yeah. You enjoy your streams because you are laid. We enjoy your streams because you are laid back. I enjoy your streams because you are laid back and you remind me of my old friend. Oh, cool. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, is it a big deal that I don't use the camera? I mean, like I know Gizmo probably prefers it, but I'm just wanting to give it a try without it for a while to see if I can, because when I first started streaming, I didn't have the camera and I was like getting so much activity, and then it just stopped once I put the camera on. Not totally stopped, but doesn't bother me. Half the time I'm only listening. Okay, good. Yeah, because I have like a little bit of a stage fright issue as it is, and I just felt like I'd be out of the breath half the time. All right, so we got here. We got our clearance. So I need to start my FedEx A cars. But, you know, one day, you know, if I want to, I might use this camera again in the future, but it's really a piece of crap camera. So if I get, if I upgrade, it's going to be a nicer camera, that's for sure. All right, we're going from Malone, So copy that. Fly this on PilotEdge. I'm carrying 100,000 something pounds. Where's it at? 100. 100,200. And we're going up to 28,000. This is the only virtual airline. The sim brief will do this DCT direct, and when you file flight plans, you want to delete those things, which I know you guys know that. All right, so we'll get that started. So I'm going to get credit for my virtual FedEx. And Gizmo says I missed a can because I can't see no more. See when you finally read the chat. And they're awaiting. I've gotten a lot better with keeping up with the chat. And it's also like, it was half the battle for me was because I have two places that I look at chat. My laptop, which is what my camera sat on top of, which is on my right. So when I would look right at the camera, that was kind of looking at my laptop. And then I have my second monitor that I have my OBS on, and that obviously is merged with Stream Elements OBS. So I have chat on that too. And I find it easier to read the chat on my second monitor. So reading chat, I'm actually looking away from the camera, which looks ridiculous too. No, he don't. He do it. No, he don't. But yeah, we're just gonna give this a try for a while and see what happens. I think most people come here for the conversation and my add-ons and the ATC anyway. All right, we got that started. We're gonna go to route. Plus, now we have all this extra space that's visible in the sim, and I just feel more comfortable in that. I don't like my picture taken. Like, I bail whenever someone brings out a camera. Just very self-conscious. But I've done good with the camera on me. Gained some. Like when I was in the Air Force, they wanted me to teach something in the front of the flight. You know, normal flight was like 44-man flights usually in the Air Force. And I get stage fright. So I went up to the front of the room and I practically lost my voice. Like I couldn't talk. I just froze. I mean, I got the lesson out, but I was beat red. You know, I just have a hard time with that stuff. Of course, I was younger then, so I don't care as much these days. All right, EUG, we're gonna go to Seattle. FedEx 3171. Do 34 left, Eugene 1. Hawk 7 from Battleground. And we'll do center. So route. Direct. So I need to add, what was that? EUG? EUG? Yeah, I figured that would happen. So let's do this. Let's put that there. And then we need portal, I think. PORTL. PORTL. L. Portal, battleground. Alright, once you have rid of all the discos, then you can move on to the next one. A face cam is not necessary, Gizmo says, but so can nobody see this guy behind the voice? Yeah, but I mean, in some case, like, if I can, if I still, my thing is I provide the content and instruction when people have questions about, you know, instrument approaches or SID stars, whatever the case may be, or just anything. I mean, my thing is ATC, and that's what I love, and flying multiple airplanes. And if I can communicate better knowing the camera is not on me the entire time, then that's better for me. My stream would be better. But I appreciate that. That was really nice to say that nobody can see this nice guy behind the voice. And like I say, if I think if I can get a better camera and a better lighting, then I might try it again. I'm just giving it a few weeks to see what happens. All right. So we're set with that. Discos, you have to get rid of the discos first. And then we go to init page. Where's my fuel reserves? Reserves, say 4.5, cost index 186. .5. We'll do 0 fuel weight. 186 cost index. And now, after you've done all that, now you put in your cruise. You have to do your flight plan first. Otherwise, a lot of times you will get can't cruise. But if you do everything all the steps I did prior, then this 9 out of 10 times works. Watch, that's probably going to make a liar out of me. What am I flying at today? 280. I see it took it, no problem. Let us the illusion eventually, then we are scared from the sharp image. Alright, so now what are we doing here? Sorry, that was... Alright, let's go back to the route page. Put in the runway. So we're doing 3, 4, I think she said, yeah, 3, 4 left. So we're going to activate, execute, perf, takeoff, flaps 5, CG's 4.4. So it's pretty much already trimmed. Page 2, a grabber wins. So 020 at 6. Temperature 3. We're going to derate to 50. And now all these V speeds should be here, which they are. Okay. She cleared me to, I think 9,000. Maintain 9,000. We're going to take off heading 344 for vectors to assigned route. AUG 344. Okay. I think I already closed all. Yeah, I already closed all the doors. Put this back to the plan mode, and the VORs will automatically go to auto. Flight director pushes up to 200 knots and 9,000. It's 344. PM pilot, what's your main monitor resolution? I don't know. What is it? 1080, 19, whatever the HD. How would I look? How would I find out? Okay, so it's 344. And click heading modes. Where heading is armed, VS is armed, altitude's armed. Yeah, if you guys know how to look up the monitor resolution, I can tell you. Turn on the engine. We need the fuel pumps on. These fuel pumps are for central, but we don't have anything there, so you leave them off. We'll turn the beacon on. So we are ready to start. Would it be under system? Trying to see where my monitor resolution is. I don't know where to find that. I guess nothing out of the ordinary then. Now whatever, like I didn't change it. I'm not sure where I would find that. See if I can Google search this. Should be 1920 by 1080. I think that's what I have it set. So if I right click on my display settings, well, that doesn't show me anything. like 1080. Yeah, I mean, here's display. Oh, here we go. 1920 by 1080. So, matter of fact, that sounds familiar because I had to set all my OBS sources to 920 by 1080 to make it fit within the stream. So that makes sense. Okay. Back to full screen. I bet X-Plane probably would have shown. X-Plane and even P3D also over-exaggerates the saturation of the color on low ceiling days. It's okay. Yeah, I guess that's probably just standard for most modern monitors, 1080, 1920 stuff. All right, so we're gonna go to ground 2 and we'll light the fire. And 2 is rising. We got oil pressure. There we go. Add fuel. So no 4K monitor. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'd have to look it up. It's an LG. I would assume it's 4K. It's like one thing that's definitely one thing I don't know that much about, like refresh rates. Like if someone were to ask me what monitor would you recommend, I'd have no idea. I just don't know. I've never really tried to look into that. All right, so we got 21. That was a good start on 2. Let's start 1. I think I'll look up my Amazon orders. I think I got this monitor through Amazon, and then I can tell you exactly which one. Go to orders and search monitor. Okay. I found it. Let me see if I can get a link so you guys can see the monitor I'm using. Alright, this is the monitor that I bought. This is the one that I'm using. An LG 27 gaming monitor with FreeSync. See, I don't even know, it just sounded good. Full HD, motion blur, AMD FreeSync. I guess it's not 4K. I mean, I guess it would say up here, right? If it's 4K. I don't know. Alright. Turn on these gens. Make sure the lights are off. Disconnect external power. Okay. Remove the rest of the ground units here. Turn off the isolation valves. Don't need better pushback, but we'll do flaps 5. Do brakes, RTO, arm the spoilers. And this was set to 20 already. So we'll come over here and we'll push this one out there. This on ILS. And we need cargo heat. Aft to bulk. TCAS is on standby because we need to kick it on 4711. Squawking Charlie. Turn on that engine display. Grab ATIS.
From initial contact, you have information whiskey.
Oh, ATIS has changed. We're now with
Eugene
whiskey.
Mach Lone Sweetfield. ATIS information whiskey. 1954 Zulu. Wind 340 at 5. Visibility 2.5. Mist. Ceiling 400 overcast. Temperature 4. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3045. Arriving and departing runways 16 left, 16 right. ILS runway 16 left and runway 16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey. Eugene Mach Lone Sweetfield, ATIS.
Alright, so I think the winds are all the same. Except we're gonna probably do 16 left. I mean right. Yeah, see it was taking off north, now they're taking off south. And that's fine, because it went, well, it's only be a 5-knot tailwind. So I'm not going to mess with that. That makes really no difference. It's all vectors anyway. We're just going to get vectored to probably Portal, because we're sitting right on top of Eugene. Have a nice flight. You taking off, PM? No pun intended, taking off. Okay, all that works. Turn off this override. I mean, turn on the override for taking off. I think we are ready to taxi. To
Bozeman ground, Cherokee 4652 Romeo.
What? Calling Bozeman, go ahead.
Bozeman ground 4652 Romeo has information. Yankee is at the General Aviation parking, ready to taxi.
Check 4652 Romeo information. Alpha is current. Grab Alpha when you can. Say direction of flight.
All right, I'll grab that, and I'm headed to the east.
We're 4652 Romeo, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 12, taxi via Alpha, 52 Romeo.
Eugene ground, FedEx 3171 heavy at cargo, current with whiskey, ready to taxi.
FedEx 3171 heavy, Spokane ground, correction, Eugene ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
34 left via Alpha, FedEx 3171 heavy. Alright, cool, they didn't change the runway only, so that's good.
Bozeman ground, Cherokee 4652 Romeo has Alpha and is going to taxi 12 via Alpha.
Do landing lights. Going to Seattle. Strobes are on. 18.9, I think, for this runway. Yeah, 18.9. Departures 19.6.
Number 735 X-ray November with Seattle departure. Stand by 1 moment.
Eugene Tower, FedEx 3171 Heavy, holding short 34 left.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, Eugene Tower, wind 34 left, cleared for takeoff, wind at 350 at 5.
34 left, clear for takeoff, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Wish I could put those on as noise canceling. That'd be kind of cool.
Number 735, X-ray, November. Actually, give me one moment again. Number 5 X-ray, November. Any chance you could take the Renton 3 departure procedure, both Boeing and Seattle or South Ops? Number 735 X-ray, November. Thank you. Is cleared to Portland Airport. Renton 3 departure. Expect radar vectors to join Victor T3, Battleground Direct. Climb and maintain 3,000. Expect 900,000 within 5 minutes of departure. Departure on Seattle 120.4. Squawk 3622 and hold for release. Number 5 X-ray November, read back is correct. Call me back on this frequency short of the runway first in line and ready to go. FedEx 3171 Heavy, contact departure.
Over to departure of FedEx 3171 Heavy. 19.6. Cascade departure of FedEx 3171 Heavy. Eugene 1, leaving 2,700 for 9,000.
Number 4652 Romeo, Bozeman Tower, east departure approved. Wind calm, runway 12, cleared for takeoff. FedEx 3171 Heavy, Cascade departure radar contact, leaving 5,000, clear direct portal, resume on navigation.
Leaving 5,000, clear direct portal, resume on navigation, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Leaving 5,000. Alright, so... let's do 220. Now we'll go to portal. Flaps 1. Do 250.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, contact Seattle Center 121.4.
Seattle Center 121.4, FedEx 3171 Heavy, see ya. 2.4. Seattle Center, FedEx 3171, 7,600 for 900,000.
FedEx 3171, Seattle Center, morning climb, maintain flight level 230.
Morning, climb, maintain flight level 230, FedEx 3171.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
Seattle Center 135.15, FedEx 3171. Seattle Center, FedEx 3171, 17,000 for flight level 230.
FedEx 3171 Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb maintain flight level 280, FedEx 3171. Why is the cabin not climbing? Cabin only starts to climb. Alright, so the auto rate needs to be much higher.
FedEx 3171, descend via the Hawk 7 arrival and Seattle heading south.
Descend via the Hawks 7 arrival, landing south, FedEx 3171.
Sorry, it's hard to hear. Was that 735 X-ray November? And you're ready to go? Number 735 X-ray November, thanks. Release for departure now. Clearance is void if not off by 2035 Zulu. Time now 2027.5. If not off by 2035, call back with your attentions no later than 2038. Break exchange approved. November 735 X-ray November, Seattle departure, radar contact 2 southeast of Renton, altitude check, Seattle, altimeter 3049. Time at 3 X-ray November, turn right heading 170, climb and maintain 4000. November 5 X-ray November, climb and maintain 9000.
Approaches in use. ILS runway 16 center, runway 16 left, and runway 16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use.
Keeping 5 X-ray November, turn right heading 230,
Seattle and
230 navigation.
Traffic below you on final. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instruction. Advise on initial contact you have information India. Seattle Tacoma International Airport. ATIS information India. 1953 Zulu. Wind 240 at 6. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 9 or 100. Ceiling 3,300 broken. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. Altimeter 3049er. Arriving and departing runways 6 center. 16 left.
Seattle Center, FedEx 3171, left 280.
FedEx 3171, thank you. Contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Seattle Center 126.6, FedEx 3171. Seattle Center, FedEx 3171, descending via the Hawk 7 south transition, leaving 267.
FedEx 3171, Seattle Center, roger, Seattle altimeter 3049er.
3049er, FedEx 3171. Pikes is between 12 and 15 at 250. Breve needs to be between 10 and 11 at 250, so that's good. Let's do above at Breve. Oh wait, below. 11,000 below. Or 10,000 above. Let's do 10,000 above. And then Neats is above 8,000, so all that's good. That's okay. Your own profile.
Mooney 21903 Golf, Tucson clearance. Good afternoon. Cleared to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Tucson 8 departure. Tucson. Victor 105 to the Phoenix VR. And then direct. Climb and maintain 12,000. Squawk 4340. Mooney 903 off, read back correct.
Fuel is balanced. Cabin pressure should be descending. Which it is, I guess. Hawks, we gotta be above 12,000, so. It's at 49.
FedEx 3171, contact Seattle approach 125.6.
Seattle approach 125.6, FedEx 3171. Seattle approach, FedEx 3171 Heavy, descending via the Hawk 7. South transition, leaving 17,100. Current with India, request ILS 16 left approach.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, Seattle approach. Thanks for India. Expect that. And the altimeter 3049er.
And expect that in 3049er, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
Mooney 21903 Golf, Tucson ground, runway 29 right, taxi via Alpha.
So go to 160 for landing.
Billings approach, Cherokee 4652 Romeo.
Cherokee 4652 Romeo, Billings approach, squawk 5070.
Squawk 5070, 52 Romeo, and I have information echo.
I'm assuming echo at Billings. What's your request?
Full stop landing at Billings.
For 4652 Romeo, radar contact 17 miles west of the Billings VOR. Verify altitude.
I am at 6,000.
November 52 Romeo, roger, thanks. And expect runway 28 right.
Expect 28 right, 52 Romeo.
We're 5 X-ray November, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
126.6 for 5 X-ray November.
November 735 X-ray November, Seattle Center, roger, Portland, altimeter 3046. Mooney 2193 Golf, Tucson Tower, wind 280 at 6. Runway 29 right, cleared for takeoff. FedEx 3171 Heavy, contact Seattle approach 133.65.
Seattle approach 133.65, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Seattle approach, FedEx 3171 Heavy, leaving 8,200 for 6.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, Seattle approach, roger, altimeter 3049er.
3049er, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
Number 93 Golf, contact departure.
Descend departure, Mooney 293 Golf, 4,700, coming 12000, Tucson 8.
Mooney 21903 Golf, Tucson departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 12000, the altimeter 2983.
12000, altimeter 8393 Golf, thanks.
FedEx 3171, fly heading 350, descend and maintain 4,000 vectors ILS, runway 16 left approach.
350, descend, maintain 4,000 vectors for ILS 16 left approach, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
Billings approach, Cherokee 4652 Romeo does have the Billings Airport in sight.
Number 52 Romeo, thanks. Contact Billings Tower 127.2. Have a good day.
127.2. Good day.
Number 4652 Romeo, Billings Tower, and ready left downwind for runway 28 right, cleared to land, and wind now 310 at 16. FedEx 3171 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, turn right, heading 090.
Right turn heading 090, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
FedEx 3171 Heavy is 10 miles from Douglas, turn right heading 130, and maintain 3,000 until established on localized. Clear the ILS, runway 16 left approach.
Right turn heading 130, maintain 3,000 until established on localizer, cleared ILS, 16 left approach, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, contact Seattle Tower now 119.9er.
Seattle Tower 119.9er, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Seattle Tower, FedEx 3171 Heavy, stops on a localizer, 16 left.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 250 at 6.
16 left, clear to land, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
Sky was 4214, Oakland Center, roger.
Missed approach is on the
4735 X-ray November, contact
out,
Portland approach 124.35.
and then 2,000 for a few miles, so I'll just reset this for 2,000. Reset this for 60.
X-ray November, Portland approach, altimeter HP046, advise we have information Romeo. Expect visual approach, runway 10 left.
400. 400. 300.
Number 5 X-ray November, fly heading 170, descend and maintain 5000, direct default approach.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Number 5 to Romeo, taxi to parking via Alpha, this frequency, have a good day.
Taxi to parking via Alpha. Have a good day.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, taxi to the ramp via Bravo, Alpha, have a good day, monitor ground.
Parking via Bravo, Alpha, monitor ground, FedEx 3171 Heavy. That was you. 21.7 for ground. Again says Eugene always gives taxi instructions while you're moving. Whoops. I'm at Seattle right now. Oh, is that the guy's name? The controller? Is that what you mean? Because I left Eugene. I departed Eugene for Seattle. Eugene, the ATC. Oh, well that's funny. Yeah, there's a few controllers that like doing that. And it's really like I have it wrote down for most of the common taxi routes for like Los Angeles to ask for Terminal 7, and if I land on 25 left, there's like 5 different letters that they give, and then you have to cross 25 right at Juliet, I think it is. So yeah, it can get confusing when you land. You're trying to get all of your landing stuff, checklists and stuff done, and then they give you taxi instructions, and you're not even writing it down. At first, it was hard to get used to. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking for them to repeat too, you know.
7735 X-ray November, Portland approach, descend and maintain 2000.
I figured he'd be taking off going the other way because the winds are 260 at 6. So that's why I turned it off, because I would have landed right into the path.
Surfer 4 arrival. Skyvest 4214, you up? Skyvest 4214, descend via the Surfer 4 arrival.
Cargo 3, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, APU is 100%. Let's turn off this TCAS.
75 X-ray November, airport 10 o'clock and 10 miles, advise when you have it inside.
Turn off the taxi lights, transponder, terrain weather is off, fuel cut off.
Diamond 5 X-ray November, clear visual approach, runway 10 left.
Landings used to take all my concentration and he would be talking and I'm barely on the ground. Yeah. Like your wheels touch down and he's giving you complicated taxi instructions to far away. If it was just something simple like, you know, left when able, alpha to the ramp, okay, that's a no-brainer. But when they start giving multiple instructions right as you touch down, then I agree with you that that needs to be like, they just need to wait till you're sitting still, give you a second to collect your thoughts, and then give you, you know, lengthy taxi instructions. I agree 100%. All right, let me sign off.
Disconnected.
I'll shut down the APU. $13,024. Exactly, or wait until I'm under 50 knots at least. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, here you are like slowing down. You have your reversers deployed, and you're like, you haven't even touched down yet, so you're still flying and they're giving you taxi instructions. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of not the best way to do it. I floated this for a while. I forgot to bring the throttle back. I actually bring it back to idle at about 100 feet, and I didn't do it to like 30 feet, so I floated it. The heck is that? Wonder if that's traffic global stuff moving around. I guess they changed. Is there a windsock around here? Does it show a windsock? Shows a windsock at the here. Apparently Dweski didn't want to add a windsock. It should be right in this area, according to the charts. And these guys are bunched up. The playback messes it up sometimes. They're still landing north. Anywho, good flight. Appreciate the company, guys. If anyone is around later this afternoon into the evening, I purchased the Orbix Key West, not the entire state of Florida. I already have free ortho for that, and I don't really fly that much in Florida, so I wasn't about to drop that kind of money on Orbix True Worth Florida. But the airport for Key West looks really nice, and I haven't loaded it yet, so I'm going to load that this afternoon, get it installed, and I'm planning to fly my King Air tonight from Key West to, I'll tell you here in a second, where was I going to fly it to? Key West to West Palm Beach, I think. PBI? What's PBI? KPBI. It's yeah, West Palm Beach. So from Key West to West Palm Beach, I'm probably going to do it as a night flight using the King Air. And well, it will be an evening flight because I want it to be basically dusk so we can check out the new airport. So if you're around, great. If not, I will upload both this one and this evening's stream to my YouTube channel. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Again, thanks for the chat. And we'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care.
American 1079, 7 Tower on Charlie, cross 16 left and 16 center, line of point. American 1079.
Black 521, we're clearing going to Charlie.
Black 521, you're still on track.
Oh,
American 1079.
Yeah, go ahead, American 1079.
American 1079 on Charlie, cross 16 left, turning 16 center, line of point.
All right, clear cross 16 left, line of way 16 center, American 1079. is with you for the right.
2164, shuttle tower, 12608, runway 168, full in.
21 right, so it's right.
American 1079, runway 16 center, clear for takeoff.